Okay, welcome to part 2 of the tutorial. We're going to pick up where we left off. Now I'm going to look at my cards. I have options here. I can place I can place units anywhere that I occupied, so anywhere with this little American star, but it'll cost me prestige points. Again, I only have 10, so I'm not going to waste them right now placing any units. I also have something called an action card. And again, the only ones that are, if they're highlighted, that means that you can use them. And this gives me the option to move or swap one unit up to 2 spaces. I can only use it once per turn for each unit. So I can actually continue to move a unit, but I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Or in this case, I may just decide to occupy this tile here. It's the city. It gives me +5 defense, plus I get 6 prestige points for owning it. So let's go ahead and let's use this card, an action card. So I'm going to decide to use I'm going to move my infantry and go right into the city. Now I wish I had a card to dig them in. I don't, but if I did, I obviously would, because that way if I'm attacked, I would actually get to attack first, again, if I'm dug in. But because I moved, I'm not going to be able to dig in. I'm going to get support from my howitzer here, so that's good. And I will get support from this tank because it's diagonal, so it will give me 1 support. And that's really all I'm going to get at this time. You know what? I have 4 prestige points left. I'm going to place this Wolverine just to get more support, because I can't place anything else at this time. And this Wolverine is just another heavy armor. And I will place them. Okay, I'm all out of prestige points. I can't use any more cards at this time. I'm not attacking, so we're going to end the turn. Now I get 1 prestige point for each tile, of course, unless it has a little diamond, where like the city has +6. I get 6 prestige points for that, and for my home tile I get +4. Okay, the other player drew 4 cards, and he didn't buy any. So one of the cards he got was he received 10 prestige points. Those don't cost anything. He's moving a tile. Okay, he's surrounding the city. He's decided to attack. And what happens is, when he decides to attack, all the units that surround the city and the artillery that are within range gives them support automatically. So it raises his attack level all the way to 7. And you can see it's normally 8 is for the attack, but with support he's gotten 3 because there's 3 units around him, and he gets artillery support, which gives him an extra 6 points. On the American side, my unit defense is automatically 8. I get 5 for the terrain because it's a city, and that's all I get. I have to pick a combat card. Now you can see that not everything's highlighted, and the reason is because these cards, first of all, these are not combat cards. They're unit cards, they're action cards. And some combat cards, for example, this one here, it raises my attack value, but right now I'm not attacking, I'm defending. So only the cards that can be used when you're defending are going to be highlighted. So for example, this combat card here, it cost me 2 prestige points, and it says lowers the enemy's attack value by 3 for this combat only. Now if you look at the top, you'll see if I don't pick a combat card, I'm going to lose 2 units for sure. However, if I use this combat card, lowers the attack value by 3, I'm only going to lose 1 unit at this time. Things can change because he may have other combat cards that he's going to play during, right now. So I'm going to play this combat card. Now he used a combat card to raise the attack value by 3. So it goes back to, I'm going to lose 2 units here. Both players passed. I didn't have any more combat cards to play. Either he didn't or he just didn't want to use them. Now we have what's called the sacrifice a card. And this is what we're talking about with the little the numbers in the little red dots. This is, you can use any card you have in your hand, and every card has a red dot with a value on it. So right now, all this does is it adds to my defense. So all these cards have the little red dots. So I'm going to look around, and which is the highest one? It's this half track. Do I want to give it up? Yeah, I'm going to give it up. But I can also move to, let's see, this says 6 points here. If I go to 5 points, it does exactly the same thing. It gives me a loss of 0 if I use this card. But keep in mind, the enemy's going to use an attack card also, and they're probably going to use the highest attack card they have in their hand. So I'm going to go with the highest attack card I have in my hand, which in this case is going to be the half track. And sure enough, he used the highest sacrifice card he had in his hand. Now the dice rolled, so he got +3, so that I had a total of 4 losses. Now it's my turn to attack.